Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another controversial episode of the Daily Rants show. Controversial. In fact, this one might be the most controversial episode I've ever made. Now, why do I say that? Because the argument we're going to be talking about, the argument we're going to be discussing today is digital games versus hard copy disc games. Now, people, and by people I mean gamers, feel very, very, very strongly about this subject. Many people have chosen a side already, and many people are willing to die for what they believe in. So let's break it down. Okay. So what do I talk about when I mean digital? Okay, well, it's digital, meaning there is no disc, there is no cartridge. It's just something you buy on the Xbox store, the PSN store, Steam, whatever, and that's how you access it. No disc, nothing. And then, of course, a disc is a disc or a cartridge or, whatever. Now, the problem with this argument is that there are really, really good arguments and bad arguments for both sides. Okay. So let's look at digital. People like digital, and I like digital, because it's convenient. It's easy. You can bounce between games like crazy. Like crazy. You play a game for 20 seconds, you're done with it. You get on another game, you play it for 30 seconds, you're done with it, you get on another game. It's truly the best method for people with ADHD who can't just sit down and play one game. Now, discs, every single time you want to play a game on a disc, you're going to have to go pull out the disc, get the new disc, and put it in the console or computer, whatever you're using, every single time. But you have that benefit of no shenanigans. No shenanigans, You ever have a problem with one of these stores, like one of these digital marketplaces, well, you have the disc, you're good to go. You're chilling. Now, when it comes to this argument, I believe that both sides have merit. But I do lean more to the side of digital. Now, 10 years ago, I would not say that at all. When I was a kid, I had a PlayStation 2, I had an NES, I had an Xbox, and I had an Xbox 360. And then later I had an Xbox One, but we'll get to that later. All of those consoles, you just put in the cartridge or you put in the disc and you are playing immediately. You are playing immediately. But then the Xbox One came out. And you get a game, and then you have to download 100 gigabytes to play that game. And my thoughts were, what the hell is the point of the disc? Besides just proof that you purchased it, what is the point of putting in the disc? Well, there is no point. Because what you could do is you could buy a game on a disc, download it onto your Xbox, and then return the disc. Then you could just go and just buy it on the digital store and you don't have to re-download the game. It's the exact same game. So all the disc is just a method. It's just a proof of purchase, basically. Now, for some people, that's okay. They like the disc. They like the hard copy. They like the cover art. They like the little owner's manual thing you get inside the game. But whereas with the old consoles like Xbox 360, original PlayStation, you can play those games forever. But now with new consoles, new PlayStations, even if you own the disc, if the game has been shut down, like if the servers are shut down or access to the game has been shut down, the disc is useless. There's no point to owning the disc. You can't even get into the game. So that's where I think disc hard copies lost the war. Not by anything they did. It was nothing they did. They didn't change. But the times changed. And that's just unfortunate. There's no reason to have a disc and put in a disc every time if you still have to download, 3 hours to play the game. It's just not worth it, It's just not worth it. Now, I'm going to talk about Fallout 76 for a little while. Now, because I was a huge Fallout fan growing up. And of course, I bought Fallout 76 I don't know if it was on launch, but whenever the Xbox launch was, it was around Christmas time. I remember that. Now, my copy of the game, because I was still on discs back then. I hadn't weaned off of it. I was still addicted to the discs. When I got my copy of the game, it was an actual disc. It was an actual game disc. But I know for a fact that some versions of the game, you would buy the disc, and it was just a cardboard cutout with an online code that you redeem. What the hell are we doing here, guys? What the hell is that? Why would you give people the option of buying, a hard copy, and then you don't include the hard copy? I don't know. Just seems kind of weird. Who is going to keep around an empty game box? It just doesn't make any sense. And I think that era of gaming, 2018, is when discs were fully phased out. And I know that because now you can get the PS5 and the new Xbox, whatever the hell it's called. You can get them, completely digital. They don't even have disc drives. My PC doesn't have a disc drive. Do they even sell computer games on disc anymore? I have no idea. I don't. Ever since I moved to PC, Steam supremacy, I don't even go visit GameStop or Target or Walmart, the places I grew up, the electronics section. It's too sad for me, the days of going to a store to buy a game are long gone. Long gone. Because it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. The craziest thing is the people who go to Target and then they buy a digital version of the game. It looks like a gift card. It's like a little plastic card and in a cardboard cutout. It's like a gift card basically with a digital code for the game. And how you redeem it is you go onto the Xbox or the PlayStations or whatever, and then you type in the code. So you're already going to the digital store, but then you're just typing in the code instead of just buying at the digital store. Why'd you go to Target? Why'd you go to Target, bro? Why'd you go to Walmart? Why'd you go to GameStop? So ultimately, I have given up on hard copies. I still have all of my old game discs, and I love playing the classics that I grew up with, on PlayStation and original Xbox. I will cherish those discs forever. But if I were to ever get a new console, I would never ever buy another physical disc ever. Unless it was insanely cheap. It was 70% off or something. That's the only circumstance I would ever buy one. But I want to know about you guys. Like I said, this hits home for a lot of people. A lot of people have very, very, very strong feelings about this. So let me know your thoughts. Are you team disc? Are you team digital? And why? And why do you feel that way? Get it all out. Let it all out in the comment section. So I think that's about it. That's about it for this episode. My opinions, they might hurt a lot of people, but this is my show. It's my show. It is. It's the Daily Rants show. And if you've made it this far, probably thought I had something good to say, or you just hate exactly what I say and you are listening to this because you hate what I'm saying so much. But either way, let me know how you feel. I appreciate you listening to this, and I'll see you tomorrow.